did I give her a good blueprint for when I go? Or did I show her that you just fall the hell apart?
The blueprint may be that you fall the hell apart. That is a blueprint.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Your mom is awesome. How she laid out some of those things, because it's like,
Oh,
gosh, I just can't get into my prefrontal cortex right now. Like, what?
All you have to do is go through the steps.
Welcome to Diamond Bridges. I'm your host, Irene Diamond. What do you cherish about grieving? Joy, you go first.
That there are no rules. You grieve how you grieve. You grieve when you grieve. You grieve with whom you choose to grieve or alone. Because as someone that finds comfort in structure and rules.
Yeah.
Coming into this grief journey without having it was difficult.
Yeah.
Right? Like, show me the steps. Is it Kubler-Ross? What are the steps? Because I can do steps. I can do checklists. Give me something to do. I can do it. And now, as much as I struggled for that at the beginning, and I'm still very much in my grief journey, in the process, I think the journey is lifelong. The process can have a finite beginning and end. So I'm in my process. Now, recognizing that there are no rules that I have to follow, I can just be and move through in a way that makes sense for me and that I find healing is good. I cherish that.
Mm-hmm. Mary?
I love that. And Joy, I can feel it. You're so authentic in it. And it's just been an honor to talk with you and be in this virtual room together. Yeah. So you're living it and you're in it, and I appreciate that. So I wrote it down right away because it just came to me. It was like, what I love about grieving is living, and I think that was. I don't know if I have much more to say besides that. It illuminates the other side of it, and I'm grateful for that.
I agree. I think my response is that we are the living.
Yeah. Having my son be a witness to my grief was really hard, right? I bet you can relate to that, Joy, especially if you're used to that you can contain in such a way, or I don't know, like calculate is not the right word, but it's more like be intentional about how you show up and who you show up with. And it goes back to that ugly thing too. It was like, there was just no filtering. And that was, that was part of it. Like, I'm grateful that he got to be a witness to it. And some of the most memorable moments for me are when I was exchanging in that most raw way with him. Whereas the amnesia moments, like you had too, because I have massive amnesia around so many different points of that time. And you're like, whoa, it's like when you're driving and you show up somewhere and you're like, how did I get here? So I'm grateful for that, because I think that is important for even younger generations, if we're talking about intergenerational, to see. Like, it's not, like you said, it has no rules. So they are given permission to have no rules just by witnessing it. And that's what I wish for Gen Alpha and Gen Z.
I needed that because I struggle with how transparent or how visible my grief was. I still struggle with that, right? Because, at 54, I've got, fewer Saturdays in front of me than behind me, most likely.
Mm.
And so I think a lot. I wrote in my journal the other day, have I given her a blueprint, rules, process?
Yeah.
Did I give her a good blueprint for when I go? Or did I show her that you just fall the hell apart? So thank you for saying that, because I'm still dealing with that very much now.
The blueprint may be that you fall the hell apart.
Mm.
That is a blueprint. That's what I see it. That is a blueprint.
Yeah, that's a blueprint.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And also, your mom is awesome. How she laid out some of those things, because it's like, gosh, I just can't get into my prefrontal cortex right now. Like, whatever.
All you have to do is go through the steps, call the singers, call the floors.
My mom's doing that now. We learned through, so
it matters. It matters.
To talk about that pre-passing, I think is something I learned too. Like, let's talk about it. Talk about uncomfortable.
Exactly. It's exactly right. And then the last thing that comes to mind when you ask that question is that, again, it's when people pour in when you're a child, we are not supposed to grieve as if we have no hope. You're not born as if you have no hope. That's stuck in my head from a kid. And so I work through that as well.
Why? Because there were times when you didn't feel hope.
Absolutely. And yet, even in those moments when I had no divine connection, that came up. Do not mourn as if you have no hope. Mm-hmm. Which meant that, and that was my mom's thing. Hope was like her thing. And so that concept of there is still hope. There is hope. Something better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's take this to the living room. Joy, it's going to sing for us now. Yeah.
I'm not excited at all.
Welcome back to the living room segment of Diamond Bridges. An invocation is the action of inviting something or someone for assistance or as an authority. It can be summoning God or angelic, supernatural, mystical powers, or simply a leader or person in the position of authority. Joy is about to sing an invocation, a cappella, which means she'll be using her voice, singing without an instrumental accompaniment. The voice is a powerful tool for expressing our innermost thoughts and heartfelt power. And when we use our voice, we put our essential character into the universe, which can affect change and understanding. Our personal response begins with listening. Here she is.
Give us this day our daily bread. You said you would supply all my needs according to your riches. I have but to ask, and I shall receive. To go from here and share this love you gave to me, to show someone who's lost and help them find their way, the way to truth and life, so they can be free like me. Be free like me. Lord, we need your peace. Lord, we need your joy. This day.
This day.
This day.
Yeah. Beautifully done. Thank you, Joy.
My pleasure.
Really beautifully. Thank you so much.
That's a quote, actually, as well as an invocation song that I love. When I was in therapy, actually, this was prior to my mother passing away. And my therapist, with all the hustle and bustle that was happening between my ears, she said, Joy, just this day. Focus on getting through this day.
Yeah. Being
Not
in
worry
the
about
moment.
those to come.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.